Here is alkaline water technology. And what we're going to do here is we're going to show the differences between alkaline water technology and hydrogen water technology and why we no longer recommend. In fact, it might not even be safe to drink here. What you see inside of this unit. This unit has been in use for at least 6 years, and it hasn't been through its routine cleaning once a year for a deep clean. And then of course, once a month, you've got to clean it with citric acid overnight. It hasn't had that done either because there's so much maintenance involved. We're going to take this technology apart and show you if there's mold calcium building up in it. We'll also take apart one of our home models here with healthy hydration after a year of use to show you it's clean inside because of the new technology, and that you don't have to use all the cleaning supplies. You don't have to do any manual cleaning on this or deep cleaning because of the technology. So let's get to it. As you might already know, when you have alkaline water technology, you're creating alkaline water on one side and acidic water on the other. Alkaline water contains more calcium, magnesium, potassium, sodium. Those are alkaline minerals. In order to make this type of water, you're going to concentrate those alkaline minerals up the top. All that calcium is going across these electrodes. So there's 7 in here, and when we take this apart, just note here, this hasn't been in use for a little bit of time, but you can see this is a film and it's got calcium over the top, and it looks like it could be black mold growing in here. We'll take this and get it analyzed to make sure, but you can see there's some scorching here of electrodes, more black, and it smells very bad. This is all just calcium here. Ugh. Gross, and you see it all in here. This is, we buy this for our health, but if we don't maintain this unit, because it is old technology, look at this. This is old technology, and so it's not designed for US waters, which lots of calcium, I'm sure. And so we do need to make sure we have pre-filters if you are using this technology to get out some of this calcium so it doesn't build up. So this is the plating on this type of technology. And now we're going to go ahead and open up a hydrogen technology. So there's the only reason to drink alkaline ionized water is the hydrogen in this type of water. That's what all the research, there's 10 years of studies. We'll put the link up here somewhere you can look at all those studies, and also the negative things associated with it. You're going to notice that the World Health Organization says do not drink water over 8.8 pH. And as you know, this unit gets to 9.5 or higher. And if you slow the flow, you might think you're drinking 8.5, but you probably are drinking 9.5. So here is the plates inside of a unit that's around 6 years old that they really did not maintain and properly care for. And so now we'll go ahead and show you our technology. All right, so now we have taken apart our home unit here. So this has been in use for quite some time, at least a year or more. No cleaning and no maintenance other than a button that you push. I want to explain here what this is. This is an anode and a cathode, a negative and a positive, separated by a PEM membrane, a proton exchange membrane. What this membrane does, it repels minerals from sticking to the plates. This is white because that's just what color it is. As you see, you don't see any calcium baking on the electrodes. Whereas with the technology here, you've got suspended calcium here. You've got it all over. And I've seen units from, like this water technology here, and this is just all black. So I don't know what the black is. If it's scorching, it does have a smell to it. But I've seen units coming from this manufacturer that's just baked with calcium, and then there's green. I'll have to put some more videos there for you to see because I've taken apart at least 50 of them now. So that's the technology difference. So you have an anode and a cathode separated by a PEM membrane that repels. This technology has several plates, negative and positive, negative and positive. The water flows in and out. So if you have hard water, like 90% of the US, and it gets hot, what's going to happen is that these plates are going to get hot and the calcium will stick and bake to it. So if you're giving out a lot of water, you have a lot of people drinking out of your unit, this one can be problematic, especially if you don't have a pre-filter or if you're not cleaning it. So that is why we no longer recommend alkaline water technology. And as you know, in order to make molecular hydrogen, the water, H2, the H2 to create it, the hydrogen has to come in contact with the metal platinum. That's how we get the hydrogen. So if the plates have been calcified, there's no hydrogen being made because there's calcium. And so that's why you will see inconsistent levels of hydrogen, if any hydrogen, coming from an alkaline water technology, just because you don't know what the water condition, you don't know if the plates have already been used, meaning that there's calcium on them and it's not been cleaned. So hydrogen is the wave of the future. Go over, check out our technology at Healthy Hydration. We also have ozone water here too, which is phenomenal. You don't have to buy any salt. Salt conducts electricity. So in order to make a high 11.5 or a low 2.5, you have to add salt. Now, when you do this, that can also be problematic because salt corrodes. And what we did notice once testing these units is that the units that were using more of the salt, it was corroding inside the platinum, because that's what it does. It breaks down the nanoplatinum particles. And I'm not just saying this, it's all research-based, so there should be a link somewhere up in here. You can go look at all the research yourself. 10 years of research and information that proves there's no reason to drink alkaline ionized water except for the molecular hydrogen. Okay, so that's the only reason to drink it. We have other ways of making hypochlorous acid. That's the 2.5 water that doesn't have to use the salt. Okay, go check us out and we'll see you in the next video.